Around the country, many doctors are finding themselves fighting on two fronts. There's the coronavirus on one hand, and then there's the steady stream of misinformation and harassment coming from conspiracy theorists and internet trolls. One doctor told NBC's Ben Collins that dealing with such people has been, quote, the second most painful thing I've had to deal with, other than separation of families from their loved one. Ben Collins joins us now. Ben, what is going on here? What are the most common conspiracy theories and misinformation the doctors you spoke with are having to confront?
The most dangerous stuff that you hear is don't wear your mask, or the hospitals are empty, there's nobody in here, things like that. That leads people to believe that, frankly, the coronavirus doesn't exist. And that is the most pervasive thing that's been going around the internet last week. I'm sure if you have a crazy uncle or something, you probably saw this on your Facebook page in the last few days, that, to do the opposite of what doctors and experts are saying. And, this is a very expensive disinformation campaign pushed by anti-vaxxers and people who have been waiting for a moment like this for years and years. And those people are now targeting doctors directly. This doctor I talked to a couple days ago, he told me he just didn't know how to handle this anymore. He tried to fight back against these people on Facebook, say, look, I have a ICU filled with 200 people in it. I'm coming home to read this stuff about how my hospital is empty. It's really not helpful. And then he went outside and, he heard the 7 o'clock cheer with all these people who were, cheering his work as a doctor. And he just didn't know what to believe anymore. The louder people on Facebook or the anonymous people outside who are supporting him. So, it's taking a physical toll on doctors, but it's also making it harder for them to do their jobs.
Right, there's the misinformation and then there's the harassment. How prevalent is the harassment that we're hearing about?
It's incredibly substantial now, too, in part because there are these videos on YouTube telling everyone that, doctors are part of this deep state plot or something, or part of this, Chinese conspiracy theory. This is where it gets dangerous for doctors, where, they're afraid to go to work, they're afraid to do their jobs. And really, the social media networks have done nothing to stop this stuff. They've, they put out statements where they say, they've taken down a specific video and all this stuff. But really the bad actors that profit off these things and have for years and years are just going to make another one because they still have their accounts. They still have stuff going on there. Dozens of doctors a couple days ago, put out a petition to Twitter and Facebook and Google and YouTube and Instagram saying, look, you guys got to help us out here. We can't just be sitting on the internet after a long shift fighting against these people ourselves. You guys got to help because we're the frontline workers and you guys are just still making money off of the engagement that these conspiracy theorists have on your networks.
Well, Ben, as you say, the responsibility really rests with these social media platforms. But in addition, for someone who is watching and wants to be a good steward, what is the best way to fight this misinformation?
The issue is experts say it really is a top-down thing. We got to fix the pipes. You can't operate in this ecosystem when everything's a little bit poisoned, a little bit polluted. Until then, bring people to good authoritative sources. There was this terrible video called Plandemic that was on YouTube yesterday that said, don't wear your mask, it's giving you coronavirus. It's really terrible stuff. Bring them to direct sources. Bring them to the interviews of those people from the past, these people who are criminals, effectively. And, you can drive them to more authoritative sources, show them the facts behind these glossy videos. They're trying to make you believe the opposite. And, maybe, and be gentle and kind, maybe they will listen to you.
All right, Ben, thanks so much.